Hey, what is up, guys? It is Phantom here, and welcome back to a brand new video, everybody, where in today's video, I am going to be outlining several reasons why I still play Wizard101 in 2023. Now, before we go ahead and hop straight into things here, I just want to apologize for my voice real quick. It might sound a little bit more congested and nasally when compared with how my voice usually is. Pretty much why is because I've been sick for the last 2 weeks and have not really gotten too much better, so yeah, just wanted to apologize for that real quick. But anyways, let's get into the video. So I believe I started playing Wizard101 back in and around 2010, so that is a little bit more than 12 years ago at the time of me recording this video, which, well, I mean, it's really no secret to anybody that that is a really fucking long time, and it obviously begs the question, you know, why have I been playing this game for just so long? Now, of course, it hasn't just been a straight shot of me playing, you know, all throughout those 12 years. It kind of has been an on and off again thing, but I have definitely played for, you know, the majority of those years. I think I took a bit of a break, like in and around middle school, and then high school I came back to it, you know, playing super consistently, especially, you know, when quarantine started, which I suppose makes sense. But all in all, what I'm trying to say is I've been playing for a very long time, and you would think after that very large amount of time, you know, you might kind of grow out of the game or really just grow bored of it in general. And while that has kind of happened at certain stages of me playing this game, I always end up coming back. And end up just having shitloads of fun with this game. Maybe not quite as much fun as I, you know, would have been having like 12 years ago when I had first started this game, of course, because everything was super new and fresh and I was a little kid and whatnot. But I always end up coming back. And when I do come back, I always seem to come to the same realization that my love for this game is still very much intact, and I think there are a multitude of reasons why, is pretty much what I am trying to say here. So anyways, without further ado though, that was kind of a bit of a long introduction, but let's just go ahead and get into reason number one here as to, you know, why I'm still playing Wiz in 2023. Which is going to be the community, right? The community of Wizard101, of course, is without a doubt one of my most favorite things about this game, okay? I've always been a fan of, you know, the kind of tight-knit, passionate little community thing that we got going on here. I think the Wizard101 community as a whole is just chock full of so many helpful and supportive people, you know, that contribute to making this game as a whole just a better experience for everyone. I know for a fact that just throughout my experience of being in the Wizard101 community and whatnot, I have personally, I don't know about you guys, I'm sure you have too, but I have personally met just so many friendly, nice, and amazing people that I would have not met otherwise. And, you know, in a lot of ways, they do kind of help me keep going. And I know for a fact, too, that there are a lot more people out there just like them in the Wizard101 community, and that honestly makes me really happy and just so honored to play a game that is just so full of incredible people. I don't think there are a lot of game communities out there that are quite like this one, guys. I really do feel like we have something pretty cool here, and I'm not just gonna gloss over that fact, you know? So yeah, I would definitely say that the Wizard101 community as a whole is a really big driving force behind my continued playing of this game. But we are moving on to reason number two here, and this one's probably going to be a pretty obvious one for most people to guess. You know, I'm pretty sure most people can sympathize very, very strongly with what I'm saying here, but I gotta point attention to this game's unbridled nostalgia. This game is undoubtedly one of the most nostalgic, if not the most nostalgic, nostalgic game that I have ever played. I mean, that's kind of the whole reason why I'm in Ravenwood right now, because I think this is just one of the areas that, you know, kind of just illustrates this extreme nostalgia very, very well. I think this is one of the most nostalgic areas in the game, if not the most nostalgic, and I've got the OG graphics on right now to just kind of further prove my point, you know, with just the old Ravenwood themes playing in the background. I'm sure I'm kind of jogging a lot of your guys', you know, memories right now, just memories of, you know, playing this game when you were a kid, when everything was better, when life was better, we were all happier and whatnot. You know, I'm sure we all kind of feel it. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you probably feel it too. You probably know what I'm talking about, and believe me when I say this, it's a really strong motivator, okay? It's a really strong motivator to continue playing this game, is what I'm trying to say here. Could all in all honestly be the strongest motivator, you know, for my continued playing of this game. I mean, every time I log on, I'm definitely just hit with a very strong wave of nostalgia that just really doesn't seem to go away. And I honestly cannot say that about any other game. It is truly impressive. It's got something to do with, you know, the game's art style, how all of the themes are, you know, composed and whatnot for each area. Just all of that, you know, mixed with the memories of you playing this game as a kid. It just really kind of speaks to the inner depth of your soul, bro, you know? And it just, oh my god, it just makes the whole experience so much more fun and inviting. And overall, it just gets you to want to play. That's really it. It just gets you to want to play, and it makes you want to keep playing, you know, to recapture some of that magic, that ever elusive magic that was, you know, present in your childhood. We're all just kind of trying to replicate that at the end of the day, and I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. So yeah, nostalgia is a very powerful thing. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. But anyways, let's just go ahead and move on here. I feel like I've talked about nostalgia enough. Now, the next reason as to why I still play this game in the year of 2023 is going to be the fact that I am already in too deep, and I've already been playing this game for way too long, and I have undoubtedly become very addicted. You know, let's just kind of address the elephant in the room, all right? Because I feel like there's kind of a lot of us out here, right? Just there's a lot of us, there's a lot of, you know, the kinds of people that have just invested a lot into this game, you know, and we just don't really want to give it up, right? We don't really want to give it up. We don't want to break away. This game is kind of our drug of sorts, and we just don't really know what we would do without it, you know? I know this kind of sounds a bit unhealthy. I promise it's much healthier than it actually does sound. And really the main symptom of this disease of sorts is just the continued playing of the game, the continued playing of Wizard101, and the inability to stop permanently, right? And well, it's just because a lot of us players have already invested so much time and money, right, into this game, and it's like, why would we really stop now, you know, if we've already put so much in, and if we're still enjoying ourselves? I mean, it's like, why really stop, you know, just because, like, we can? I don't really know, like, why you'd really want to do that, if as long as you're still enjoying yourself. I hope that does kind of make sense. But yeah, I am kind of in too deep at this point, but you know, I would say as long as I am having fun at the end of the day, it's all right, you know. As long as y'all don't just let your addictions go too far, I think it's okay, you know. And it's just a video game at the end of the day. It's just kind of a time waster, and a really good one at that. So yeah, that's going to be reason number 3. Let us go ahead and move on to the next one. Wiz motivation reason number 4 is going to be the fact that Wiz is still getting new content, you know, to this very day. So if you guys don't know where I am right now, this was the most recent world that was added to the game. This is the world of Novus, and oh my god, look at it. It's absolutely glorious. So yeah, if you guys couldn't tell already, I'm super happy about the fact that Wiz is still getting, you know, new worlds every single, or gets a new world, right, every single year after, you know, about, like almost 15 years of the game being out, right, and new content is still being added. I think that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty impressive, and I think it is pretty cool. Now, of course, it would be awesome if we could get, you know, more content. I'm sure nobody would really complain about that. But the fact that we still do get a decent amount year to year is pretty awesome, and it definitely helps to, you know, keep the game alive and keep a lot of people playing, including myself, of course. The fact that a new world does get released each year definitely helps with my motivation to, you know, level up all my characters and all of that stuff and gear them up to the best of my ability. You know, always to just prepare them for, you know, what comes next. When the fresh new content comes out, I always feel like I have to be ready, you know, with at least a couple characters, right, that are just ready to hop straight into the new world right away, you know, so I can just get a piece of that new content right off the bat, you know, because, you know, it doesn't happen super frequently. You know, I've already made that point already, but the fact that it does happen at all just makes me want to play more, because I want to get ready for when it does eventually happen, because, you know, it is a really exciting time when content comes out, you know. Everyone's, you know, pretty glad that we got, like, that we get a new world chock full of new characters, you know, new gear, spells, and whatnot. It's a really exciting time, and I always want to make sure I am prepared. So I definitely have to say that new content definitely keeps me playing. I guess that's a pretty obvious one, right? But it really does make sense, you know. It really does make sense when you think about it, and it's definitely a very strong motivator, in my opinion. I don't know, some people might think this one's stupid. I don't really care. I enjoy it quite a bit, and yeah, but just with all that being said, though, let's go ahead and move on to the final reason, why don't we? And the fifth and final reason for my Wiz motivation is, without a doubt, going to be this YouTube channel. I mean, guys, I can't even lie to you. Like, this was seriously a game changer for me, both just in my life and for playing Wiz in general, you know. It just kind of gave me a new lens to see the game through, a more analytical lens, so to speak, which I'm quite the analyzer myself, so I just have to say that aspect has been, you know, really fun for me, and has, you know, definitely made this game more entertaining for me in a lot of ways. I also get to interact with just so many people, just to the point where it's just almost impossible for, you know, me to get super bored, at least in that regard, you know, concerning this game. Like, it's just, I've just been given such a wonderful opportunity here, is what I'm trying to say, and I really cannot thank you guys enough. Like, I've done so many more things, you know, in Wiz that I feel like I would not have been able to do otherwise, and it's just been such a cool experience. Having a YouTube channel on this game has just brought on, you know, so many more layers to this game that I never really would have thought possible. And I definitely appreciate it a lot more, you know, because of that. You guys have given me so much, but so has this game as well. Like, it just wouldn't have all been possible, right, without the culmination of all of these wonderful things. And I'm really thankful for it. And without a doubt, content creation definitely makes me play Wiz more, and I think it's a pretty good reason. You know, it's not like I'm being held at gunpoint or anything. I genuinely think, you know, it's really fun. Of course, things have, you know, slowed down quite a bit, because, you know, life just tends to get really busy and crazy and whatnot with all that stuff. But I still really enjoy it. I play Wiz a lot more because of it, and I hope you guys will, you know, still be along for the ride, because we're not quite done yet, you know what I mean? So anyways, though, with all of that being said, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end off the video here. This has been quite a rambly one, so if you guys have stuck around, just want to say I really appreciate you. If you clicked on this video in general, I really appreciate you. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't already, but that's totally up to you. Or subscribe, you know, if you want to. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, whenever that may be. And by the way, let me know your reasons for playing Wiz still to this very day in the comments down below. I would absolutely love to hear them. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. So take care, everybody. Peace out, and have a good day.